KD9MED W9TTX, go ahead. A little noisy, Bob, but otherwise you're sounding good. No problem. AB9MED W9TTX, standing by.
Go ahead, Mike, case on GCR. Okay, we'll move the net to a 147.195. Thanks. Case on GCR. Case on GCR and A station listening, we are going to be holding the Friday night fun net on the 147.195 of the repeater. Due to conditions, we're picking up another repeater on this frequency. I repeat, we will be holding the Friday night fun net on the 147.195 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. So again, this will be switching over. This case on GCR will be clear. By the way, anybody monitoring this repeater, you might want to put out and let everybody know that if those are just might be switching to this repeater, that the net's being held on the 195 repeater. This case on GCR, of course, switching over to 195. K9MED, K9MED, case on GCR. Okay, Mike, we're here, and I made the announcement that the net's being held here, and I've asked anybody listening on the 6-1, anybody who's tuning into the 6-1 for the net to have them switch here. So, case on GCR. We'll be calling the net in about 5 or 6 minutes. the KD9MED, KD9MED, based on GCR.
KD9MED.
Start recording.
All right, Jimmy, we're live streaming. Go for it.
The Friday Night Fun Net is on the air. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to this special 4th of July edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. On the K9RFD Repeater. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing on-air main plates for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or the PL in your radio is not working properly, you can check in the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 195 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you into the net. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 1st, 2022. Anybody if anybody in Canada is listening, Canadian citizens are listening, I wish you all a happy Canada Day. Hopefully your day was successful. I made 3 contacts with 3 stations in your country on HM. Let me reset. Okay, as I was saying, this is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 1st, 2022. This net is being live streamed on the internet around the world. My K9MED is live streaming this net on the internet. Those of you who wish to check in on the internet, go ahead and send your internet check-ins to Mike, K9MED, and he will in turn relay your internet check-ins to me via the radio. And also, this net is being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. If you want to listen to this net later on, go to Friday Night Fun Net Central, follow the instructions, and your business. Also, if you're on the sticks, if you can hear the repeater but you can't get to it due to conditions, you're too far away from it or you don't have internet access, give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline, area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636, local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio first. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile traffic. If you have family time, or you would like Rick WX9RLT, as he and his wife were watching a movie, you have got family time, and or else you're driving, you are concentrating, you're driving, you got something else going on, and you can't stay for the net, I'll take your short time or mobile check-in. And if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, bike rides, marathons, or hamfests. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our usual stuff here. We're going to do the W9UI. We'll have a traffic portion, as I stated. Then we'll have the W9UIJ corner. This is our TechNet portion. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio should I get? Mobile unit, base, or what have you? If you have technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we will do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do the W9 Gene Duncan DX corner in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time we check this net, you always had DX report to pass along. and I do have some DX report, which I will pass along later on. Then the round table. What are you doing for this 4th of July weekend? You're going to have a picnic? You're going to see family or friends? You're going to go to a fireworks show? That's what we'll talk about today. By the way, before I go any further, we will not be having a Friday Night Fun Net trivia segment tonight. I do not have the copy of the new Tech Q&A book. If anybody would please, if you're listening, if you can, please send me the latest ARRL Tech Q&A book that went into effect today. My mailing address is 320 North Harlem Avenue, apartment 606, Freeport, Illinois 61032. I need to have the new copy of the Tech ARRL Tech Q&A. Okay, before we get underway, I'm sure you heard the news. Corporal Nathan Carlson of Loves Park or North Park was killed in a helicopter training accident. The funeral will take place tomorrow. They had the procession yesterday. I believe he's lying in state. I believe it's at the Harlem High School. At this time, we're going to do a short, all keys down moment of silence in honor of Corporal Nathan Carlson, the U.S. Marine Corps, who was killed in a training accident. This is K9RFD Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. We just did a short moment of silence in honor of Corporal Nathan Carlson of Loves Park or North Park, a graduate of Harlem High School who was tragically killed in a training accident. The U.S. Marine Corps. The funeral will take place tomorrow afternoon at 2:30, after which there will be a Marine flyover. If you're not doing anything, go out and pay your respects to this young man. And we thank him for his service to this wonderful country of ours. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobile stations who'd like to check into tonight's Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Alpha 9 Victor uniform. Michael in Janesville. Short time, back to net.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, short time, no traffic.
Oh, short time.
Okay, I got two stations. 89V, Mike in Janesville, got you checked in short time. 73, have a good evening, and thank you for checking in. AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. We'll get, that's right, your short time. 73, have a good evening. Now, there was another station trying to check in short time. Other station, come back, please.
November 9, Echo, Golf, Foxtrot. EGF, Kevin in Roscoe, short time.
November 9, Echo Golf, Foxtrot. I've got you checked in. 73, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and have a safe and sane 4th of July. Same goes for your family. Any more short-time mobile stations I'd like to check in, please call now.
K9TZT, Larry, no traffic.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe, short time, no traffic.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg in Rockford. I might be back later, but say short time for now.
SBJ Scott in Rockford.
Okay, I got 4 stations checked in. K9KZT, Larry and Robert, the king of CW. Okay, Larry, I've got you checked in short time. If you got time, you're always welcome to recheck in. Otherwise, we'll definitely catch you tomorrow night on the Saturday Night Rag Tune on the 6-1 repeater. Thanks for taking in. KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe have got you checked in short time. Thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Maybe we'll catch you on the Rag Tune tomorrow night. N9TBP, Greg and Robert have also got you checked in. You said you may check in later on. That's good. Fine. For now, we've got you checked in short time, so we got you put down. Please feel free to recheck in later on. N9SBJ, Scott and Rockford at the beautiful Rock River Yacht Club in downtown Rockford. You'll probably have a good view of the parade from your QTH tomorrow evening. Thanks for checking in. Do we have any more short time or mobile stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KC9GCR, this is W9JTC. I'm going to check in short time tonight, Jimmy. I may recheck in later. We'll have to see how things progress, but have a great net, sir.
Okay, Jamie, you're always welcome to recheck in. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe we'll talk to you later tonight. If not, maybe we'll catch you on the Rag Tune Net tomorrow night. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time on mobile stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now.
KC9QPO, Paul and Low Spark. Short time, no traffic. 73.
KC9QPL, Paul and Lowe's Park. Got you checked in, Paul. 73. Have a good evening. Maybe we'll catch you on the Rag Tune Net tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on 6-1. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short time on mobile stations I'd check in, please call now. Okay, I'm trying to be careful not to step on anybody in case you're trying to check in. So, okay, let's go with general check-ins. At this time, I will take general check-ins from Northern Illinois who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now.
Kilo Bravo 9, Sugar Victor.
This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. KB9SSV, I've got you checked in. We'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table, and thank you for checking in. Any more general checkers in Northern Illinois with the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9MED, Kerry and Rockford.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
Okay, I got 2 stations checked in. KD9MED, Kerry and Rockford, court gesture of a single sideband or whatever. I've got you checked in, Kerry. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. I know you'll be looking forward to my DX report, and I got quite a DX report. We'll put it at that. And KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle, who's live streaming the Friday Night Fun Net on the internet around the world, and also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun Net Central and follow instructions. You'll be in business. You'll be able to hear this net or past editions of the Friday Night Fun Net. Thanks to both of you for checking in. We'll get back to both of you in a few minutes for the round table, and Gary will get back to you for your DX report. Any more general checks in Northern Illinois, the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, no further general check-ins from Northern Illinois. We'll probably get some more before the night's over. Now let's pick up, see how many check-ins we get from southern Wisconsin. Any stations in southern Wisconsin would like to check at the Friday Night Fun at this time. Please call now.
KC9RGG Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
So Delta 9 Golf Delta Yankee Jim on the north side of Beloit.
Okay, at KC9RGG, Norman and Orfordville got you checked in. Norman, get back to you a few minutes around here. Thanks for checking in. Jim, I want to get that call right. Kilo Delta 9, repeat that call again, please.
Delta 9 Golf Delta Yankee. That's Germany, Denmark, Yankee.
Okay, K9GDY. I've got you checked in, Jim. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, well, it's Friday Night Fish Ride night, Friday Night Fish Ride night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, eating their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern pike, walleye, muskie, crappie, and or what have you there. And those you in Milwaukee area, you're eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and Braunschweiger. Of course, the cheese lovers are eating some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, at this time, I will take check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun net. Please call now. Okay, this is K9G Share Net Control of the Friday Night Fun net. Hopefully everybody had a successful field day. I'll tell you my story in a few minutes here. So, does anybody else have any traffic they'd like to pass along for the net? Okay, at this time, we're going to go ahead, we already did that. Let's try and get my paper straightened out here. Okay, let's do the W9UIJ Carl's Corner. This is in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Carl Larson, W9UIJ. A few years ago on Tuesday evenings, he and Tony, K9RFD, used to do the Tuesday evening text net on the Monroe 145-110 repeater. Well, years before that, Carl used to have his own Saturday evening text net on the 443.275 repeater here in Freeport. Are you having a problem with your amplifier or power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to get? A mobile or base or HD? You have any technical questions? Please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Does anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring? Okay, no technical questions, so we'll move on to the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner. In honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time he checked in his net, he always had a DX report that he always would pass along. Okay, at this time, does anybody have any DX reports they'd like to pass along?
KD9MED.
KD9MED. Okay, Kerry, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, after field day is over, I got my base station hooked back up again, and so I'm back in the swing of things now. I didn't do a lot of DX this week. The most distant contact I had was VK3JTM in a town called Ararat in Australia. Brief reset. Most of the guys that you contact in Australia are right there on the coast, but this is an old gold mining town that's about 100 miles inland from Melbourne. Today was one of the few days that I operated sideband phone, and I tried to work some of those Canada Day guys, but I couldn't. None of them heard me. I did raise one of the 13 colony guys today, the one in North Carolina. So congratulations, Jimmy. Back to you, KD9MED.
You're welcome, Kerry. I think I heard that station in North Carolina too. Yeah, I think that originally I was not going to do 13 colonies. Then I got more authority. I said, well, you know, made contacts with 3 Canadian stations for Canada Day, so I'm gonna try my luck with 13 colonies. Yeah, they got underway today. I think they'll be going for about a week or so. So okay, sounds good. Thanks for your DX report there, Kerry. Now, before I give my report, does anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along?
Oh, Jimmy, I got one more thing I forgot to mention.
Go ahead, Gary.
6-meter season is continuing. We probably got about a month left of it. I made 4 new 6-meter contacts this week. Today was one of those days when I couldn't hear anybody, but everybody could hear me. I was spotted in Brazil and in the Canary Islands on 6 meters. But doggone if I could hear anybody. KD9MED.
Ain't that the way it goes? Some days you're sitting on top of the world on HF, other days they ain't worth a hoot. Well, thanks for trying, sir. Also now, okay, thanks for your DX report there, Kerry. Now I'm going to go ahead and give my report. This past Saturday, I went out to field day, and it was I'll tell you what, it was raining cats and dogs. Not only that, there was a thunder and lightning storm. When I had all my food, my lawn chair, also my other radios, and my supplies of off and what insect repellent and what have you there. I even had a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper with me and a bag of Mr. Mike's potato chips. And you know, and when we went out there was not one single soul there. And I thought, oh boy, I didn't know what to do. Finally, I told the bus driver to bring me home. So I did. I called. After several phone contacts, I got a hold of Norm, K9NVN, Victor November. He was in charge of field day. I called him, he said I was going to cancel it. So with the thunder and lightning, it was a tremendous storm there too. I said, okay. Later on, I got a phone call from Norm. Well, after I talked to Ricky WX9RLT on this repeater and Mike H9JZ. I got a phone call from Norm. He said, Jim, would you like to go out there? Would you like to do some for field day after all? I said, yes. So he picked me up. We went back out to Oakdale. He and Mike, I don't know what his call was, and let's see, Lloyd, KB9APW, the EC for IMA Region 2 came along. And 2 other people there, other hands. Let me reset. I watched Norm shoot his bow and arrow, and put up his antenna there, and then Mike put up his beam antenna there on the other end of the shoulder. Here's the thing. Mike was able to make several contacts. Norm and I were not able to do diddly squat. Come to find out what happened. Next something had happened with his antenna. So we went home. Next Sunday morning, Norm picked me up. We went back out to Oakdale again. It was just he and Mike. He got the antenna set up, got the 2 radios set up. I talked on Mike's radio. I made more than 10 contacts. I talked to a station on one of those contacts. I talked to a station in Puerto Rico, and another station. I talked to a station in Ontario, Canada. Then I went over to the other side of the shoulder. I talked to Norm's radio. I made more than 10 contacts. I sure about that. Let me reset. I'll tell you what, you can sure tell the difference between like a regular HF antenna and my indoor dipole antenna. On every contact I was trying to make there, I was definitely getting a lot of slop over from adjacent frequency. But I don't know how many contacts we made overall, but I'll tell you what, it was worth. We managed to save field day after all. So that's my DX report. I hope you all, okay, whoa, what am I saying? I'm not done yet. Last weekend during field day, I was able to make 4 contacts. Each on the 2 on the 20 meters and 2 on 40 meters. I made one contact, let's see. WB2QBP in 2 Alpha, Northern Long Island, New York. November 1 Tango, November from 2 Alpha, Maine, in Maine. W3 AO, let's see, in Maryland. And the other station, W4 KJ from Maine. So those are my 4 HF contacts I made from right here at my home QTH. Okay, now today, Canada Day. I made on a 14.245 and 1913 UTC. I made a contact with Victor Echo 6 Sierra Victor. And on Houston, Alberta, Canada. The second contact was on 14.253 at 1920 UTC with Victor Alpha 2 Romeo Alpha Charlie. He was from Quebec. And my third and last contact was on 14.256 at 2054 hours UTC with the Victor Echo 4 Romeo Alpha Charlie. He was in Manitoba. There was another station in Manitoba I tried to make contact with no luck, but my neighbor here just a few blocks from me, with W9MSL made contact. So, okay. Well, that's enough of that. That's my DX report. I'm done with Canada Day. Now I'm going to concentrate on 13 colonies. Okay. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my DX report. Anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along at this time?
KB9SSB.
KB9SSB. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good there, Jim. And let's see, you get that here. Made a contact out there in Russia on 20 meters, R5AJ. And there's a 5.9 contact. It was on the 28th. And on the 27th, we had some really crazy propagation going on 10 meters. I was talking then to a New York repeater. This is an FM repeater, and get people from all over that I normally don't get, like Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Detroit. It's kind of crazy. That was a fun time. That was on 10 meters, about 9 o'clock at night on the 27th. And that's it for my DXing. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much for your DX report. We sure appreciate that very much. So, Oh, okay. Well, I've never, that was I've been a general class operator since 2018, and this past Sunday at field day, that was the first time that I ever talked to any stations on 15 meters. Never talked on the 15 meters before. So that's good. 10 meters, it's few and far between. We'll put it that way. I've just talked to local stations around here, but that's about it there. So, okay. KD9SSV, thanks for that DX report. Does any other station have any DX reports you want to pass along? Hey, the Kerry, K9MED. Well, how did you like my DX report?
Excellent. I'm glad you're getting the use out of the HF radio there. Oh, let me tell you about our field day up in Roscoe. I mentioned it Monday, but I'll mention it again tonight. Brief reset. RARA had their field day deployment at the Roscoe VFW, and we were out there running sideband phone and also FTA. I did 49 FTA QSOs on Saturday, and on Sunday morning they had completed 78 sideband QSOs. And I think things worked out really good. We had WIFR come out and do a video report on us. And if you go to the RARA Facebook page, you can see there's a link there to the news report. Thanks. A brief reset. Making it a success. Great thanks to Gordon for sitting there and doing all that phone work, and to Kurt for doing like 99% of what was needed to make the thing happen. So that was our field day. KD9MED.
Congratulations on your successful field day there, Kerry, and thanks for giving me a call last Saturday night telling me about that. I got to see it. Al K9EPZ also told me about it, so I got to see it on the 10 o'clock news. That was great that they're doing that. I wish it's too bad more of our local TV stations don't do that, especially in the radio and newspapers. We need a lot more coverage. I mean, 23 did a great job. Don't think they didn't, but we sure would love to have more coverage. And I would like to see some of our weather people, especially during Skywarn, when we have severe weather, mention our Skywarn, our amateur radio clubs and our Skywarn. Candace King does that, but the other two stations, they don't even say boo. So that's about it.
Well, what we did was we sent out emails to all the TV stations to let them know about 3 days ahead of time that we'd be out there. If the Skywarn guys can build a relationship with some of the local TV weathermen, maybe they can get them to include a little bit more of the ham content. Thanks a lot, Jimmy. KD9MED.
You're welcome, Kerry, and it's nice if some of the local government officials in Winnebago County and some surrounding counties would get to know our ham radio operators and Skywarn people. And that was about it. Ricky, WX9RLT, was telling me he tried to make contact with the emergency coordinator for Winnebago County 13 times without success. And to me, that is not right. That he doesn't get back to you, that's uncalled for, and no excuse for that, and we'll leave it at that. Thanks for a check in there, Kerry, and giving us your DX report. All right, let's move on. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Jimmy, check in Patrick, Kilo, Foxtrot, Niner, Sierra Delta.
K9RFD, keep finding 9 silver dollars. That's what Tony K9RFD always used to say. Thanks there for that internet check-in. And Pat, good hearing from you. And Mike, let us know if you have any more internet check-in. So, okay, thank you very much for doing that.
Yep, copy that, Jimmy.
Let me know we got more of them again. Okay, any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway. My name is Kurt and I'm in Roscoe.
KD9MED. Good evening, Kurt. We got you checked in. Congratulations on the very successful field day activities that you put on last weekend.
Well, it wasn't all because of me. It was all because of everybody else that showed up and helped set up, operate. I wasn't able to operate. I'm just too tired. By the time I got everything set up, and I didn't feel good the next day even, so I wasn't able really to operate much. Geez, I didn't make hardly any contacts, and I don't want to say it bothered me, but I just can't. It just wears me out just to do stuff. So thank goodness everyone else is there, Carrie and Gordon and Jeff, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a few others, but Tom Schaller helped a lot set up, and again, I don't want to forget anyone, but everyone made it work out quite well. Over.
That's good there, Kurt, and I saw that interview with that interview on the WIFR. I thought that was great. I think you let on what everybody what happens where a lot of people think their internet phone service will never go down. Well, I'll tell you what, the heck it won't. First thing to go in the event of a severe major storm will be your internet and your cell phones. That's where all else fails. Amateur radio works. Of course, we still have our landline phones there too. I think you did a great job with that interview.
Well, thanks, Jimmy. And by the way, since you saw that, don't you think I'm really getting a lot better looking? And please, lie if you have to.
You sure are, Kurt. You sure are getting better looking every day.
That's what I keep telling myself. I don't know if anyone believes me, but I keep looking in the mirror going, yep, I get better looking each day. What was it, that song? Remember that? Oh, golly, I can't remember who sang that. But remember that country western song? And one of the lines was, I get better looking each day.
Yeah, I've heard something like that. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Considering that we almost lost you, and we'd be thinking of you as a silent key. But thank God that the Lord was with you that day, and that's all I'll say about it.
No problem. I know what it was. It was that song, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way, and that was the song.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Kurt, sounds good. Hey, before I let you go, we're talking about the 4th of July. And I don't know when I'll get back to you again, but what are your plans for 4th of July? You going to have a picnic? You going to see any fireworks, or what are you going to do?
We're not doing anything, actually. My kids are busy, so no one's coming over, so it's just going to be me, my wife, and the dog, and the crickets chirping or whatever outside. But I don't plan to really do anything over the 4th of July. Probably fix a few things around the house, but nothing big in particular that I'm doing.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Yeah, for me, Monday's going to be just a regular, normal day. That's about it. Well, Monday night, you'll see plenty of fireworks here in the neighborhood. A lot of our neighbors will be setting them off. Sometimes I think our neighbors do a better job of setting off fireworks than the official fireworks display does.
Yeah, I understand totally. Okay, well, anyhow, you get back to the net. I'll be listening. And again, thanks for everyone that did the field day and helped out and whatever. So I'll be listening here, Jimmy. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, sounds good. I am not. There's not going to be a trivia segment tonight because I don't have the new Tech Q&A book. I just put out a call. Anybody wants to? You know my mailing address. To send me the new Tech Q&A book there. So as soon as possible, so we can resume the trivia segment. So okay, Kurt. Thanks for checking in and thanks for that great field day that you guys did.
Hey, no problem. Okay, and very good on no trivia. That's okay. I'll ask myself some real easy questions that I can get. Anyhow, talk to you later, and I'll be listening again. KE9N.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. Oh, thanks for checking in. Okay, well, you know what? We almost forgot to do something. We almost forgot to do the swap net. All items we bought, sold, or traded must be related to the hobbies of RAM trading or computers. All items we bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. We mentioned prices over the air, but the handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind allowed. Does anybody have any swap net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, let's go ahead with the round table. Just a minute. What are you doing 4th of July? Are you going to be having a picnic? You're going to be attending a fireworks show, or are you just going to take it easy? What are you going to do? KB9SSV, are you still with us? What are you going to be doing for over the 4th?
Hey, Jim. This is KB9SSV operator Mike. Actually, all the kids came over in the last couple of weeks or so. They all live out of state. So, the only thing we might be doing is help selling fireworks up in Beloit, Wisconsin, at the church. To give us something to do. Otherwise, my wife would get kind of bored. Get her out of the house a little bit. And might do some grilling maybe later on. That's about it. Otherwise, everything's pretty well dead here. Normally, we have fireworks and that going down to our niece's house. But this year, it's I don't know. Police are kind of cracking down on a lot of this stuff. It's not like the old days, 20 years ago, whenever everybody's blowing stuff off. So it's going to be kind of a laid-back day, I guess, just selling fireworks. Back to you, Jim.
Don't worry. Your neighbors will be setting off fireworks right and left all throughout the Monday night and in the wee small hours of Tuesday morning. That's what happens here in Freeport, too. Sometimes at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on July 5th, they're still setting off fireworks. You'll have plenty of fireworks to see around your neighborhood. Like a lot of people go up to Beloit, they go up to Wisconsin or down in Missouri to buy the fireworks that are illegal here in Illinois. So you can bet they'll be saving plenty of them. You don't worry, you'll see plenty of fireworks. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. To have a safe and sane 4th of July. And by the way, if you want to, we have a new net on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146610 repeater. It's a Saturday evening, Saturday night rag tune net. We go around about 2 or 3 times, talk about different stuff. You're welcome to check in.
Oh, okay. Thanks. If I'm available at the time, I'll try to stop over and get my 2 cents in.
Sounds good, Mike. Hey, thanks for taking a pleasure with your questions. Okay, KD9MED, Kerry, what are you going to be doing for over the 4th?
This is KD9MED. Say, I've got a question for Kurt if he's still listening. I was just wondering if he was able to use the log files that I sent him.
Well, I'm sure I can, Kerry. That shouldn't be a problem. There is a converter, actually, ADIF to a Cabrillo or whatever. But either way, I don't remember exactly, but it's not a big deal. I'm sure I can use that log file over.
Very good. Okay, for 4th of July, I might go out to see the parade in Bago if they're having it this year. Other than that, I don't have any real plans. I don't like fireworks, and I won't be eating anything special for 4th of July. But I might make it out to the parade. We'll see. I think it's going to rain on Monday, though. KD9MED.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Gary. I'm still mad about last Saturday when that rain hit. We didn't get to have our potluck or picnic or anything like that. I'm still mad about that. I think we'll just have to say prayers. Say, God, please keep the rain away from Monday. So at least until after sometime tomorrow morning, so the people can shoot off their fireworks or whatever. Okay, Kerry. Thanks for checking in there and giving your DX report. That was great. Okay, Mike, K9MED, what are you going to be doing for the 4th?
KD9MED, we're going to be out making a round and visiting the grandkids. We'll probably be a little bit all over the place. A little bit of barbecue and all that, and, a little bit of family time. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Thanks for what you do. Let me know if we get any more internet check-ins. Okay, Norm, hopefully you're still with us. K9RGG, what are you going to be doing for the 4th?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Jim, I'm going to be cooking some bratwurst out here on the open fire pit on the 4th of July. Of course, I live in southern Wisconsin, and as you always mention, we eat bratwurst. But I also wanted to comment and say congratulations on your great DX report tonight. Gene Duncan would be proud of all those contacts you made. I'm sure he listened in on those, and he really likes how far you've progressed with that HF rig. So back to you, Jim. As you know, I go to bed with the chickens, and it's getting dark out. So KC9GCR, KC9RGG, and I'll be clear.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. That's one thing I regret now. I regret that I didn't get into HFs a couple years earlier while he was still alive. He would really enjoy it. Yes, that's for sure. Okay, Norm, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a safe and sane 4th of July. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Okay, Jim, KD9GDY in the north side of Beloit. What are you going to be doing for 4th of July?
Good evening, Jimmy. This is Kilo Delta 9 Golf Delta Yankee. Jim up here on north side of Beloit. Anyway, 4th of July, we're going to go on the river. I got invited by the neighbors behind us to go on the pontoon. So KD9GDX, my YL and myself are going to be on the pontoon on the 4th of July. Hopefully the rain kind of stays away, but we really need the rain, so I don't know, maybe we should get the rain even if we're on the pontoon. But I don't really know what's going on for sure. We'll probably cook on the pontoon and who knows what all. Maybe watch some fireworks up here in Beloit. We'll see if we can see them or not. They're going to be at the ABC Stadium, I think, or in that area. Let me reset the unkey the mic here and reset here. I got a few more things. Okay, well anyway, yeah, KD9N, Kurt did not mention, he failed to mention he had a couple of visitors from Wisconsin come down for field day. So anyway, I crashed his party there at the field day for Rah-Rah. Another guy and myself, another ham, we showed up and said hello, and they were very inviting and showed us around a little bit and showed us what they were doing. But we did operate with the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club, and we had a great field day. Good food, and we made a ton of contacts. I think we had 1,300 contacts, if you can believe that. We had about 600 on CW. I only made 55 of those. And then we had about 400 and some on FT8 and FT4. And then we also had just about 300 on sideband, which I probably made about 30 of those. I wasn't there really to do a lot of operating, but I just hung out mostly and socialized. But I did do a little bit of operating. So great time, first time there at the Greater Beloit Amateur field day there, and a good group. And like I said, we had a great time. We had fun, and we got a lot of QSOs. So mission accomplished there. So I'll kick it back to you. I didn't have much for DX. I have worked a few in the last couple of days, some Canadians and that, but nothing real credible there for DX. So anyway, kick it back to you. KC9GCR and the FunNet. This is KD9GDY.
Okay, sounds good, Jim. 13 colonies just got underway today, so you have about a week or so. Do you want to make contact with that? So I'll be that's now that the Canada Day is pretty it's over as far as I'm concerned, for all intents and purposes, ham radio wise. I'm now going to be doing some contact with 13 colonies. I think I had 7. I think I had 7 last year. I'll see if I can surpass that. We'll see if maybe I can get another certificate. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Jim. And you have a safe and sane 4th of July. You and your family. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you next Friday night, and enjoy that. Enjoy your time on the river this weekend.
Hey, Jimmy, will do. All right. Thanks for doing the net. KD9GDY listening out.
Welcome, K9GCR. That concludes my list. I'll get to my track, but at this time, are there any more stations you'll have to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, or you're grocery shopping, or are you getting ready for that big 4th of July picnic Monday? Are you coming home from the show? If you just turn your radio on, or you just been copying the mail for the last 55 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun net from everywhere in the region with ground traffic. Please call K9GCR.
KC9GCR, KD9HWK.
KD9HWK, Man Sycamore, good evening. What's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for 4th of July?
No, not going on here right now. Sitting on the deck. Probably just going to be relaxing around the house over the weekend. Too expensive to drive anywhere.
Boy, ain't that the truth. Well, I'll tell you what, from what I hear on the news, even though gas prices are going up, they're expecting millions and millions of people to be out on the road. After 2 years of COVID, you can hold down the people so long. After a while, they're going to get tired. They're going to say enough is enough. We're going to go back to normal. We're going to celebrate our 4th of July regardless. So that's what happens there. So, okay, sounds good. Then I'm sure we'll be listening to you guys on the net this coming Monday night. Are you going to be net control on Monday, or somebody else going to do it?
Monday night will be K9GPC doing it. I'll be doing it in a couple of weeks.
Okay, and once again, I want to thank you for mentioning the checking me in as an honorary check-in and mentioning the Friday Night Fun net when you're net control.
No problem, Jimmy. Love to hear you on the air. Don't always get to hear the whole net, but good to hear you in the air.
Okay, you're welcome back. I don't know if you have Facebook or not, but if you do, check out the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Go to the Friday Night Fun Net Central, and you can hear this net. This net is being recorded for future replay. You can hear this net, and as well as past editions of the Friday Night Fun Net. You can listen to the net all day or all night if you want. It's Friday night every night of the week.
Yeah, you know, actually, I've listened to it live and listened to the radio to see what the delay is, and it's not really too much of a delay. It's a few seconds.
Oh yeah, okay, sounds good. Yeah, thanks. Okay, man, thanks for checking in. Happy 4th of July. Maybe we'll talk to you next Friday night.
Yeah, you too, Jimmy, and everybody out there on the net. Happy 4th of July. KD9HWK 73.
Yeah, Mike K9MED does a great job of live streaming this net on the internet and recording it for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Okay, any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time, please call now.
KD9EPZ.
KD9EPZ, good evening, Al. KD9EPZ. Okay, now this sounds like a dumb question now, because I know you'll be staying home on this weekend on the 4th, but I gotta ask this anyway. What are you doing for 4th of July?
Oh, normally I would go, and I probably will try to at least go out on my deck tomorrow evening and see if I can watch the fireworks. They're about a mile away. So I may see some of them up above the roofs.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't know if any of your neighbors in your neighborhood has them or not, but I'm sure there might be a few who have them.
Honestly, there hasn't been too much in previous. I've been here now just about 9 years, and we usually don't get a lot of it, but we don't have that many families with children here either. I'm not saying everybody, most of us are older, and our kids are grown up.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I know this. There'll be plenty of fireworks here in my neighborhoods, on several neighborhoods surrounding our building here. They'll be shooting them off right and left. Well, you know, they actually started shooting them off earlier this week. I said, good God, 4th of July, about a week away, you're shooting off fireworks. I can't wait till the 4th. But that's the way they'll be shooting them. Let's see. I wouldn't doubt we might have some of them going off tonight yet, or well, tomorrow night or Sunday night, Monday night for sure. But like I said, they usually go to around 2 or 3 o'clock on July 5th. That's how it has always been that way here.
Oh yeah, I just think it's probably we're so close to the city of Rochelle's fireworks, so that we can just. If I could get myself over to the end of the street it's got a clear shot. You can ask Mike, K9MED. He lives here down in the opposite corner from me, and I think he if I remember, he put some pictures of the fireworks on the. I posted them on Facebook, and I think he was just taking them from over by his house.
That's nice of him. That is really nice of him. Of course, yeah. Now, Channel 39 will be having their live fireworks show from Rockford. They'll be underway at 9:30. So they'll be playing. So you'll be seeing plenty of fireworks on TV and live in person. Well, that's the way it is going to be here.
Yeah, yeah, usually have a pretty clear shot from the being up high like you are, too. You'll probably be able to see some. But the other thing this weekend, for the people who have HF capability, since I don't right now, I still don't have my HF antennas up. 13 counties this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be working those 13 counties. Well, today was Canada Day, and I made three contacts with the stations in Alberta, Manitoba, and Quebec.
I know everybody's busy and everything. I just wish I could find someone who just had enough time for us to just throw something up temporarily so I can work HF. You know, if I have to check the budget, I'm almost thinking of buying a mobile antenna as a backup. You know, one of these antennas like people take when they go out and do parks on the air and stuff.
That sounds like a good idea. By the way, Al, I hear your scanner in the background, but that's okay. Well, at least you got that, and you got something to listen to anyway. Okay, hey, Al, thanks for checking in, and we're not having a trivia segment tonight because I do not have a new tech Q&A book, but I put out the call for anybody who wants to get me one, send me one in the mail. So that we'll see it open. We'll resume the trivia segment soon.
Okay, yeah, probably most of the questions are the same. They may have taken a few out and added a few, but I think most of the questions probably haven't changed anyway. But yeah, matter of fact, if I come across a set of the answers or the questions, I'll try to get them to you.
Okay, Al, thanks. Okay, thanks for checking in. 7-3, have a good evening. We'll try to pick up night watch net. It was kind of coming in off and on last night, so I'll let you know that. Thanks for checking in. Okay, any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. Just a minute. I've got a couple of 4th of July radio nut jokes I'm going to read. This is one of my own here. Okay. First one. You know you are a radio nut when you say grace at the 4th of July picnic table, and you have your HD keyed, and it goes out over the repeater. Okay, we got another one here. Okay. Okay, here's another one I put together myself. You know you are a radio nut when you go to your local 4th of July fireworks show / sky concert. You watch the fireworks display, and instead of listening to the music on the broadcast radio, you listen to the Friday Night Fun net on your local 2-meter repeater. If you have a homemade radio nut joke you want to pass along, you let me know here on the radio or on the Friday Night Fun net hotline. The homemade radio nut jokes are better than the 30 original ones anyway, so I hope you enjoyed them. Okay, and at this time, we have 8 more stations like to check the Friday Night Fun net. Please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, yes. I gotta do something here. With 13 counties coming up, and we had a Canada Day today, and Field Day last week. I think what I better do, I think I better read the DX Code of Conduct and the Contesters Code of Ethics. Okay. This is the DX Code of Conduct. 1. I will listen and listen and then listen again before calling. 2. I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. 3. I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. 4. I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. 5. I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. 6. I will always send my full call sign. Let me reset. 7. I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. 8. I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. 9. I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign not like mine. 10. I will not transmit when the DX station requests geographic areas other than mine. 11. When the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it incorrectly. 12. I will be thankful if and when I do make a DX contact. 13. I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. And last but not least, number 14. This was suggested by Gary, K9MED. I sort of added this. Number 14. I will send a QSL card to the DX operator to confirm my contact with the station. Okay, that's the DX Code of Conduct. Now, I will read the Contesters Code of Ethics. 1. I will learn and obey the rules of any contest I enter, including the rules of my entry category. 2. I will obey the rules for amateur radio in my country. 3. I will not modify my log after the contest by using additional data sources to correct call sign / exchange errors. 4. I will accept the judging and scoring decisions of the contest sponsor as final. 5. I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct and my operating style. 6. I will yield my frequency to any emergency communications activity. And finally, 7. I will operate my transmitter with sufficient signal quality to minimize interference to others. That's the Contesters Code of Ethics. But I'll tell you what Ricky K9QDP says. He said that if anybody observed the DX Code of Conduct and the Contesters Code of Ethics to the letter, there would be no contact. You know what? He could be right. I think he is right. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to do the, I'm going to let you know about all the different nets we have in the area. Okay. In about 50 minutes at 10 o'clock, if you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, PL 114.8 plus offset, Night Watch gets underway. That net runs 7 nights a week, They have different net control operators. They talk about the different stuff. I think last night they ran for just over an hour. So, if you can't get into the repeater, you can get into that net via the Echo Link. Again, that net starts at 10 o'clock and it runs 7 nights a week. Then don't forget the Saturday evening Ragju net tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the 146.610 repeater. We go around 2 or 3 times, talk about the different stuff, and by the way, I'll be net control tomorrow night. I haven't come up with a topic yet. We'll just see what happens. That's what it's all about, Ragjuing. So be sure you tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Immediately following that net at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee, the PL 123.0 minus offset, there is a Saturday night fun net that takes place. Last night I listened to it. I have to tell you this. I think they had about 2 or 3 or 4 check-ins. That net only lasted about 20 minutes. I think they were mostly talking about field day. But I think that's the first time ever since I started listening to that net that I know of that net ran for only 20 minutes. Well, in the early days of the Friday Night Fun Net, when we used to have it on the 147-300 repeater, sometimes it went for 20 minutes or sometimes even 30 minutes. Of course, I didn't have many check-ins as I do now, so that's the way it goes. But the Saturday Night Fun Net is structured differently than this one. You got to check in a certain way at A through G, H through N. That's just an example there. That's not the exact format that they use, but I'm just saying it as an example. And I'll tell you what, some of the topics they talk about, I wouldn't even dream about bringing them up on this net. But it's the Saturday Night Fun Net. Saturday evenings, tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater to Milwaukee, PL 127.3 minus offset. Okay, usually on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. The 145.110 repeater in Monroe, PL 123.0 minus offset, usually they have the Greene County Aries Races net. However, with 4th of July falling on the next day, they've decided that Chuck, K9WZM, the EC in Greene County, decided that there will be no net this coming Sunday night. So there will be no Greene County Aries Racing net this coming Sunday night. Anybody is welcome to use that repeater if they want to rag you. Okay. Big Thunder Apps Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. That is a PL 100.0 plus offset. The Whiteside County Aries Races Group holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling, PL 114.8 minus offset. You should not have any problem getting into that repeater. The antenna is about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police District 1 radio tower. And they had recently started up the Savannah net on the 147.135 repeater in Savannah with a PL 102.7 plus offset. The last 2 weeks there was not a net on, so I don't know what's going to happen this coming Sunday night. So tune in and find out. Okay, Monday evenings at 7 p.m. We are going to have the Monday night rah-rah info net. For the drive, we're still going to have a net. Larry, K9KCT will be the net control station. I don't know how many check-ins we'll get being for the drive, but we're going to give it a go Monday night, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. I should say. And immediately following that net, Larry will have a Morse code practice. at Monday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon, the PL 82.5. Miami Sausage. Lee County Aries Races Group holds its Monday evening net. And may be found that net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb, the PL 100.0 Miami Sausage. The Kishwaukee Ham Radio Club will hold its Monday evening net. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. we have the first of the two health and tech nets on this repeater. Larry H9GO has the Tuesday evening net at 7 p.m. and I run the Thursday evening net also at 7 p.m. on this repeater. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise, if anybody has any technical questions or what have you. That's followed, both nets are followed by code practice with the Larry K9 KCT. Also at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. PL 123.0 Miami Sausage, the Rock County Aries Races net is held. Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon. It has a PL of 146.2 plus offset. The Ogle County Amps Radio net for Aries Skywarn is held. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater. PL 114.8 plus offset. I host the weekly Stevenson County Aries net. Then at 7:30, it may be found at net 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Beloit. PL 123.0 plus offset. The Greater Beloit Amps Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, K9RFD, and I share the duties of net control. Mel was tied up, so he asked me to do the net. It would have been his turn this past Wednesday night, but he didn't do it. But he had some stuff going on, so he asked me to do it, which I did. There was no Amps Radio news line, but as a rule, Mel always brings us Amps Radio news line, 15-minute independent news broadcast devoted entirely to Amps Radio. And I only had 5 seconds on the swap net, so Mel will run the net. He'll take my spot next Wednesday. Okay, now also, as you know, we no longer have a Saturn net on there on Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. So there's talk. I don't know what we're going to be doing about that, but I'll tell you some of the other Saturn nets that are taking place. The International Saturn net meets Monday through Saturday at 1500 hours Zulu on 14.265 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband. Central Territory Saturn net meets on Tuesdays, I should say, at 1330 hours Zulu on 7.265 megahertz, 40 meters lower sideband. The West Metro Chicago Saturn net meets Monday evenings at 7 p.m. local time on the 145.310 repeater in Wheaton, Illinois. That has a PL of 107.2 minus offset. The East Metro Chicago Saturn net meets on Tuesdays evenings at 7 p.m. local time on the Chicago FM Club 146.760 repeater in Chicago. That has a PL of 107.2 minus offset. Oh, Rockford got up to 83 degrees. Record high 101, 1931, 45 degrees, 1924. I'll take the 101 degrees anytime, folks. Don't tell anybody I said that. Come back.
K9EPZ. I said, boo. You haven't seen my electric bill I got today.
Oh boy. You should talk to Al, you should talk to somebody, see if you can get on some sort of a plan, like a LIHEAP or something, or something like that, that you don't have to pay that high bill.
But yeah, I get LIHEAP, and I get a low income subsidy from the power company. But it still is probably the biggest bill I've ever had here, and that was till the middle of last month. So it doesn't even count all the hot weather. It's just everything's going up.
Well, just be thankful you don't have communist citizens.
Yeah, they take all the wealth in Commonwealth.
Well, ain't that the truth? Okay, Al, thanks for jumping in there. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Continuing on with all the local nets there. Again, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday evenings, Larry, K9KZT has CW practice, immediately following the respective, the corresponding 2-meter nets. Also, I want to mention the, what do you want to say? Oh, yeah, the senile net is held every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck. WD9BB is your net control. Then, okay, you're caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local nets, your local net control operators, support your local repeaters, and by all means, if you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means, support your local clubs. Okay, let me put stuff away here. Do we have any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now.
KD9QDS.
Okay, I want to get that right. KD9QDS, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater opera transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. KD9QDS, welcome to the net. I'm asking a question. What are you going to be doing for the 4th of July?
Well, getting married. That's the big thing. And let's see here. Probably going to go camping after that.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. You plan on seeing any fireworks?
I'm sure we'll see some fireworks at some point.
Sounds good, sounds good. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, have a safe and sane 4th of July.
Thank you. You too, Jimmy.
I just saw, they're just showing a picture of the sunset, a live picture of the sunset at the Rochelle Airport. Boy, that sure looks beautiful. I'm watching the Channel 39. They got their newscast on now, but yeah, the picture of that sunset down at the Rochelle.
Sounds pretty awesome. I like to dabble in photography myself. Good sunset pictures are always good to look at.
That's for sure, that's for sure. Okay, hey, thanks for checking in. Have a safe and sane 4th of July. We'll talk to you maybe next week.
Sounds good. Take care. KD9QDS. Clear.
K9GCR. Okay, any more stations while checking the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Alright, holiday weekend forecast. Tomorrow, 86, Sunday, 88, Monday, 87. Oh, boy. They're showing lightning and probably some rain. Oh, boy. That's what we do not need. Here's the extended forecast. Tuesday, 86, Wednesday, 84, Thursday, 82, Friday, 81. So there's your extended forecast from the Friday Night Fun Net, K9GCR. Okay, are there any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, well, I got something else I'm going to read here, and that's the Amateur's Code. Number 1, the amateur is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2, the amateur is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and his support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League to which amateur radio is represented. The amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. It is well built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. 4, the amateur is friendly, slow and patient sending when requested, friendly advice and counsel to the beginner, kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. 5, the amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows to interfere with any of his duties he owes in his home, his job, his school, or his community. 6, the amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. As Tony K9RFD always used to say, something to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself. Oh boy, the band must be starting to open up a little bit. I don't know if there's other repeater trying to come in or not, but we won't worry about that. So I'm trying to get all my papers put away here, so bear with me. Okay, at this time, we have any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. It's area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. If you're on the sticks, if you can hear the repeater, but you can't get to it due to the conditions, or you don't have internet access or what have you, give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. You've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. It has not rang so far tonight, but when it does ring, if I'm transmitting, When you hear it, it's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney telephone ring. Also, the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun Net Central and follow the instructions in your business. You'll be able to hear this net as well as past editions of the net on the Facebook page. And like you can listen to every night is Friday night with the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Or you can listen to Friday Night Fun Net every night of the week or even every day of the week. All day or all night. Let's say it's 3 in the morning, you can't sleep. I said, you know what? I know how I'll go to sleep. I'll just turn on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page and listen to the net. So that's the way it goes. Also, use the updated pictures of my ham shack. Use the updated pictures of the weather information. You see printed information about the net. You see a lot of hits or what have you. So. Go in and check out, I don't know how many people sign up with the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Contact Brad or Ricky WX9RLT and they'll get you signed up. Okay, at this time, we have 8 more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Well, just in the last couple of minutes here, I've heard fireworks going off. They're not in the immediate neighborhood, but they're just enough so I can hear them going off. I got my window wide open too, and I got my 8 fans running. I turned my air conditioner off this morning. I had run for a couple of days when it was hot, so I turned it off. I got my 8 fans running. I got my windows open. So, okay, 8 more stations want checking. Please call now.
Hey, Roger, sir, we're coming at you live. Go right ahead. Come on, man. Copy, sir.
No, I did not. Who is it? Somebody try and check in, come back.
Roger that, sir. That's a definite affirmative. I answer. You'll be in the affirmative. Go ahead, sir. Back to you.
Okay, what's your call? Let me write it down here.
Copy, sir. We already did that. Roger, Roger. We'll talk to you later. Good night.
This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. 8 more stations want to check in at this time. Please call now. Copy.
KC9GCR, K9FLO.
K9FLO, this is K9GCR. Hello, Dean.
Good evening, Jimmy. How's it going? Got you fired up on the air, and what's happening over in Freeport?
K9GCR, good evening, Dean. I'm doing fine. We just had a few fireworks that go off here. I got my window open. I hear them going off. So that that's what's going to be on this for the next several days now, especially on the 4th. So what's going on with you, Dean?
Not much. Haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks. Last weekend was, of course, field day weekend. So kind of wasn't around for that, but had a great time doing field day this year up in Janesville. And otherwise, today, nice day. Could have used some rain. Could have used a lot of rain, but we didn't. Hopefully, we might get some. And other than that, how about you there, Jimmy? KC9GCR K9F, hello.
Well, I'm doing fine there. Yeah, I'm glad. How did you enjoy field day?
Very good. It went very well. We did good, real good, and a lot of work setting up for it. We set up quite a system out in the one of the park areas, I guess you could call it that, up in north end of Janesville, and we had a good number of members there, and we set up a couple towers and multiple dipoles and all kinds of good things. So it was a good time, and Mother Nature was somewhat cooperative. As you know, we had rain on, I think it was Saturday. Friday night was set up night, and Saturday, of course, we had a little bit of the rain, but Sunday was real good. There, Jamie, go ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. I went out there last Saturday morning. There was no one there, so I told the bus driver to bring me home. I called the Norm K9NVN. He was going one to send it up and going to hold it there. He said he decided to cancel it. Later on, I got a phone call saying, still want to do summer field day? I said, yeah. He came pick me up. We went back out to Oakdale Nature Preserve. He and another AM set up their stations. I watched Norm with his bow and arrow to set up his antenna. That was kind of nice to watch. Then we made some. Let's see, Mike. I don't know what his call was. He made plenty of contacts. Norm and I did not make any. As it turned out, there was a problem with his antenna. That's why his radio wasn't working. So we came home. We spent about an hour 45 minutes out there, and we came home. Let me reset. Last Sunday morning, we went out. He picked me up. We went out there. We got both our stations set up, and I was able to make more than 10 contacts. I don't know how many more. I made more than 20 contacts, 10 contacts on one radio, and another 10 contacts on the other radio. I was able to pick up a station, and I was able to make contact with a station in Puerto Rico and in Ontario, Canada. So we were out there for, I'm going to say, about 3 hours or so. Got back around 12:30, quarter to 1, but we were able to manage the salvage field day.
Very good. Well, you know, that's what it takes. It takes that involvement and get everybody together. And, you know, once you get it going, then it usually turns out pretty good. And interesting, you know, with the Mother Nature being there on Saturday, but it was still fun. Of course, a lot of all radio talk, nothing else, and great to see the operators and you know, just to get together. Good ham fellowship there, Jimmy.
Oh, that's what's great. That's what's really all about. To me, it's not about how many points you make. It's not really supposed to be a contest anyway. It's supposed to be practicing setting up in case of emergency situations, and then the camaraderie. The points, I couldn't care less.
Yeah, well, that depends on what you're after, but we try to get the points on there because it makes everybody feel good, obviously, and all the efforts of because we had them. We were running all night, and we ran on emergency power the whole time we were there, and you know, you just kind of good fellowship and good learning experience. I mean, we had a number of new operators there, so they had never seen field day, never really experienced the event, and how to set up an emergency situation, with the portable antennas and the tree antennas and things like that, and run emergency power, and the food, figuring out how to do the food. I mean, one of the guys brought a grill out, and we had a breakfast Sunday morning, and that was really good. And and the night before we had big pots of chili, and just things that comfort food, all that stuff that we really don't need. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
Yeah, that's to me that's what it's all about there. Did you go to the Beloit field day, or did you go to Roscoe with Kurt?
No, I was at the Beloit field day, which we have up in Janesville, up at the Fire Training Center facilities up on the north end of Janesville. And most of them are probably a good half of the members are from Janesville anyway, so it's kind of a Beloit Janesville amateur radio club and surrounding area. I should say Rock County, you might as well say. So we kind of cover a pretty good area on operators. I mean, we had ones that are from clear in the north part of the county and from the southern part of the county, and Illinois, several of us from Illinois there, or across the border, state line people. So we try to go through everything, and we have a regular, do all the safety protocols and documentation, and get the PR and that. So. But I did stop down down to the Rockford site, and that was Saturday night, and so I had to see how they're all doing, and let's see what else. I better check, see if I'm timing out. And that was pretty busy. Like I said, we have a pretty good get together, and it was up there at the Janesville area, at their one facility that it's kind of a wooded area, and they got facilities there that we can use to set up antennas on and things like that. There, Jimmy, go ahead.
Okay, well that's good. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you let's see. WIFR Channel 23 was at the Roscoe Field Day. They interviewed Kurt, and there was a Kerry K9MED who first told me about it over the phone. He called me on the phone Saturday night to let me know what he did at field days. But if you, it's on the Rah Facebook page. I don't know if you have Facebook or not, but if you do, you can see that 1 minute piece that they did. They interviewed Kurt, and it was a real nice piece that they did.
I did see it, Jimmy. I happened to catch it when it was actually being broadcast, so very good. I thought it was did a good job. I've been telling Kurt he makes a good presentation, and we got the problem we have here at our location is we don't have any TV stations, so we don't have anybody to go around to do a live broadcast because there's everything's I guess you could say cable, but. The only stations that do news up here is one of the Rockford stations will. Otherwise, Madison will. But the interesting in that respect, yeah, that's nice. You get and not only that, you get points for it. So if you can get that kind of interview, that's good. We were able to get another media interview, but it wasn't nice as a TV station. I don't think they would drive all the way up to see us from Rockford, so that would probably be a weak link there. The sad thing of it is they'd probably come down from Madison instead, and that's about 40 miles further away, so interesting. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I got to see that piece there on the Channel 23 News. That was great. I think it's about time our local TV and the radio covered that. Kurt was telling me they sent all notifications to all 3 Rockford TV stations, and only Channel 23 responded. Then, like I said, then we're trying to get a Skywarn train that's going again. Ricky, WX9RLT, who runs the Northern Illinois Skywarn, like here on this repeater when we have severe weather. 13 times he tried to get hold of the EMA, Emergency Management Agency Director in Winnebago County. 13 times he got no response. And I said, that's no excuse for that. It's about time the local government found out what the ham radio is all about.
Very true. And, you know, that's too bad. They need to be involved in it. I know a number of years ago they used to be involved in it. The local weather station was involved, and back in years ago they had an actual national weather person there at Rockford Airport, or a weather station there that was manned. And in fact, he used to do presentations to the local club there in Rockford. But of course, the times have changed, and the weather station was shut down. All that, and of course, everything's out of Chicago, and of course, Chicago doesn't know where Rockford is, which is probably a good thing too. But it was, you know, you try to get that involved. But times have changed. You know, we didn't have cell phones then. Now everybody has a cell phone attached to their body part, so we don't need that stuff anymore, Jimmy.
Well, I don't have a cell phone. I will never get a cell phone either. There's nothing wrong with my landline phones there. Yeah. Well, here in Stevenson County, we get our weather forecast out of the Davenport, Iowa, the Quad Cities. Of course, well, over in Roscoe, well, you get yours out of Chicago, Romeoville. Of course, Beloit and Janesville, they get theirs out of Milwaukee, Sullivan. So I got all of the phone numbers, the regular phone numbers, and the 800 numbers for all 3 of those National Weather Service offices. I even have the one for La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Interesting here, our closest one is the Sullivan. They're out of Milwaukee, and that's only about 50 miles from here, which is about half the distance compared to the Quad Cities, as far as radar goes, or Chicago. So the one that everybody in this area uses, I should say, probably northern part of the county here, or state line area, everybody uses the Sullivan one out of Milwaukee because, like I said, it's only 50 miles away. And boy, let me tell you, that old radar signature, the drop on the beam is pretty low here, so we get pretty good detail and stuff. That's kind of nice. I guess it's a benefit of having it that close. Now, and Chicago is real good too, but of course our weather comes out of Chicago. They forecast all that from there. They're the district take care of all that. But the Sullivan one that's a good site. One of these days we're going to go up there and get a tour on it when the COVID thing's done. I'd like to. Everybody wants to kind of see what the weather station out in the country would be like there, Jimmy.
K9 GCR. Back in 2009, our Stevenson County Repeater Association, we went down to Davenport, Iowa, took a tour of the Quad Cities National Weather Service office. We even got to watch them launch a balloon there. It was a very warm day there. We had our regular club meeting there, and then after that we went down to Davenport. we didn't get home till almost 12 midnight that Saturday. That was back in 2009. Then, yeah, that's for sure. Well, you know, it wasn't many years ago. You probably remember this. Rockford used to have their own National Weather Service office. Then due to budget constraints, they closed it, and everything was, all their forecasting out of, for Rockford came out of Chicago Romeoville.
Oh, very true, very true. Yeah, that was back in the days when, well, of course, technology has made this enough changes where the need isn't like it used to be. But we used to have, yeah, that was Dick Reeser was the head radar tech or whatever they called him there at the weather station, chief weather person, and he did a couple presentations for us at the Rah Rah Club and the Ears back in those days. We had another radio club called Ears, Experimental Amateur Radio Society, I think, if I remember right. And he would come to our meetings and do a presentation, and that was just about the time they were starting to do that Skyborne. They thought of it, and wow, what a wonderful deal to have, because everybody had two-way radios and this and that, and he actually did a presentation at the club trying to get people interested in doing it, and it became a pretty active thing there, and for the severe weather and all that stuff. It was really, really pretty good. Yeah, but you know, that's of course history. They're Jimmy KC9GCR, K9RFD.
Yeah, okay. Early KC9GCR. Earlier this year, I think it was the end of March. We had, for the first time in 2 years, we had an actual spotter, a weather spotter class at Highland Community College. The guys from the National Weather Service office in Quad Cities came by. They were telling us, you know what, their radar can only go so high because of the curvature of the Earth. That's why they said they wouldn't know what's going on if it weren't for us. Weather spotters here in Stevens County, they wouldn't even know what's happening in the area. So, like they only on their radar, they only get to have the picture. And of course, there was a water tower at the Quad Cities Airport that kind of blocked the radar beam too. So that made a difference too. And they always say we thank you guys in Stevens County for helping us out. Otherwise, we wouldn't know what's going on in your county.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, they very much depend on the human input on the storms, whether it be hailstorms, you know, calling in, somebody says, I got half-inch hail here on the ground or whatever. I mean, this is how they get the reports. It's all, most of it's human input. It's not computer input. And they really depend on that to field the reports of the volunteers out there helping to get that information out there. Yeah, I mean, granted, we have technology is much better now, but we still have to have human observation to make this all work, whether it be the tornadoes or whatever. Of course, something like that, you don't want to be calling in as your houses are being blown away, but the hail thing is different. They're a little safer. But, you know, we have to have that human input to it, and they still depend on it. I don't know nowadays if the sites have any kind of monitoring facilities. Now, the Sullivan, they have a repeater net deal out of Janesville, on the Janesville site. So they are involved in that there, and so the hams do play a pretty good part there. And they used to have training events, but I haven't heard. The COVID has just got everything so messed up that we just don't know what's going on nowadays. There, Jimmy, go ahead.
That's true, yeah. Well, yeah, a few times when you've had severe weather up in over reports on Rock County, over there, I switch over to 145450 and listen. I've listened to Sullivan Weather, and they do a great job of putting out the information too.
Yeah, they do pretty good. That's a good site, and like I said, hopefully one of these days we'll be able to go over and visit it, get a tour, an in-person tour. Maybe if everybody opens up to COVID, we still got a lot of places around here, especially anything dealing with emergency services and things like that. They still keep the doors pretty tightly closed. They don't want the outsiders coming in, especially in the fire departments and that, just for safety reasons there, Jimmy. Well, listen, Jimmy, I got to jump out of here, but did you have a question for the night?
Yes, I did, Gene. I was asking everybody, what are you going to be doing over the 4th? You going to have a picnic? You going to see fireworks? What are you going to do?
Well, my wife won't let me run around with a sparkler anymore, so I guess I'll give up on that. Probably not much. We're going to go down to one of the clubs in Rockford Monday and for a dinner thing they have down there on fireworks or food and grub and all that, and then probably I don't know if we'll stay for the fireworks or not. It's one of those things that you get down there, then you got to fight all that traffic coming home, and we're just not up to that anymore. We'll watch it on Channel 17 when they have it, more than likely at that time. But that's about it. Otherwise, the weekend is pretty typical. Go visit Walmart or something like that, or some excitement like that. Jimmy, KC9GCR, K9RFD.
Okay, so yeah, Channel 39 is carrying it this year. Channel 17 is not. And don't worry, I'm sure that your neighbors got plenty of fireworks that they'll set off. That's the way it's going to be here in Freeport, especially on the Monday. They'll set them off. They'll keep going till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday the 5th, and it's always been that way here for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, that's pretty much true here too. Although it's depends on the generation, the neighbors. Now we've got younger neighbors in the area now, and they're kind of more into that. Us old people, we're not kind of into it. We don't even do sparklers anymore, Jimmy. So, but some of the neighbors, they go out and spend money on the big stuff, and of course we only have about 3 miles away the nearest store to buy the fireworks. They're at the state line, so that's something that excuse me, is pretty readily available and easy to get. But yeah, leave that to the youngsters that do that stuff, and we used to go once in a while. We'd go over to Rockton has it too, but we just haven't done it. It's just like I said, the TV does a good job broadcasting out of Rockford, and that's about as exciting as it is for us nowadays, Jim.
Yeah, I hear you. And like I said, the kind of fireworks that are illegal here in Illinois, people they'll go to Boyd, they'll go down to Missouri or buy them too. So, Dean, hey, thanks for checking in. You and your family have a safe and sane 4th of July. We'll definitely talk to you next Friday night.
All right, Jamie, take care of 7-3s and have a great weekend. Go out there and run around in the front yard or something like that with a sparkler, or watch somebody do it so you can see you did it, and kind of go from there. Take care. Talk to you later. KC9GCR, K9RFD.
7-3, Dean. Have a good evening. Enjoy your week. Talk to you later, KC9GCR. This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at?
Yeah, I got them tied to a tree in the backyard.
Okay, sounds good.
They could sleep out there overnight at night at QD.
N9NQD Arthur, how you doing? Long time no hear.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, been busy. Yeah, been in and out of Swedes. Had 4 surgeries and, oh well, ain't been pretty, but I'm still kicking. Been listening a little bit. You're sounding good, none the worse for the wear. So, nice night tonight, looking toward the 4th. Some fireworks, always used to set some off. Yeah, and go up to Wisconsin, buy some fireworks and bring them back and blow them off.
That's for sure. They've been sending them. There are a few of them went off here a while ago, because I can hear them, not in our medium neighborhood, but just a little ways away. So that's what's taking place. I'll tell you what. I'm sure that where you live, your neighbors have probably got plenty of fireworks. They'll be sending them off. That's going to be the way it is here. They'll be around the surrounding areas here. They'll be sending them off. They'll be sending them off all hours of the night. As I was saying earlier, they sometimes at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on July 5th, they're still sending them off.
Oh yeah, they got the big ones too. I mean, they were setting them off till 12:30 of the last 4th of July, and you can hear the thump, and then watch them stream upwards, and then they blow off, and I'm like, whoa, it's just unbelievable. Didn't have to go downtown. I mean, they were pretty. I mean, there was no doubt about it, and they've gotten better as far as some of the fireworks that they can attain. Really something else. Of course, some of the shells they've got downtown, now those are the real big ones. They start out at $25 a hit, and they go on up, 50, 75, 100, 100 and a quarter, and then some. But every time they shoot one off, you hear that thump, and up it goes, and then it explodes, and everybody watching. Ooh, ah.
So this is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Oh yeah, as I was telling Dean, the people that like to buy the kind of fireworks that are illegal here in Illinois, like that, they go up to Beloit, or else they go down to Missouri and buy them. Many years ago, we used to go camping. We know some people. We rented a trailer or cabin from them. I think she was originally from Missouri, so they always every year they went down to Missouri, buy the kind of fireworks that are illegal. They set them on the 4th of July. They were sure fun to watch. Like I said, our neighborhood fireworks are better than what the city officials put on.
Yeah, I mean, they've got quite a little arsenal. And some of the people I know, they like getting them Roman candles and setting them off, and the bottle rockets, the ones with the reports. They shoot off, and then they explode, and then they give a nice report. Some of them were using them as bottle rocket wars. They'd set them on the road and have a backstop and shoot them and watch them go down the road and then report. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you bet. That's those bottle rockets and those Roman candles. Oh yeah, you bet. I think somebody across the street from where I live there. I think it was last year or a couple years ago. They had them set off like that. And those, I'll tell you what, those babies are sure loud when they go off.
Oh yeah. And they weren't messing around. You figure usually you get a gross of them. That's 144 bottle rockets. Man, they had 3 or 4 or so gross of bottle rockets they were setting off that night. I mean, they were just going nuts. It was unbelievable. And then with the other stuff that they had, yeah, that's pretty. I mean, even seen it up in Wisconsin. I've been to another number of venues up at Madison, between the 2 lakes there. I can't remember the name of the other little town. It begins with a M. They've got a huge setup. Got there, and I was no further than 100 yards for it, and there you could really hear the thump. And when it went up, and I mean, it was right there when it exploded. It shook the ground. And I got to thinking, man, maybe I am just too close to this.
Yeah, okay. Would that been like Monroe, Wisconsin, or Milton, Wisconsin, whatever, or Middleton, or whatever? I was trying to help you out there.
Yeah, I can't remember. I got a buddy that lives up there past Madison. We've talked for years. And, yeah, he said, oh, we're going tonight over to the one city for fireworks. And it's a small little town. I can't remember the doggone name of it now, but God, they had a hell of a venue. And, oh, geez, the people were all around, but on some of those, I just felt it was just too doggone close. Especially when some of them started coming down, and like the one firework that explodes, and then it's got like sparkles that come down, and the fire was coming down to the ground, and they were putting them out with their feet. But they took care of it. I mean, the people, they enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, they were having a good time.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. Manitowoc or Merrimack or let's see, Menominee. Is that what the name of the town?
I'll have to call them and see if I can remember. Geez, I can't. But I've been to Sauk City, Prairie du Sac. That's where Culver started out at. And I was on the bridge watching them set their fireworks off one year. And I can't remember Portage one time. And like I said, downtown Madison, between the 2 lakes, they go hoarding down there. There's the parks down there and the boats, and they'd be set up and the fireworks going off. I think maybe it was Monona. That's what comes to mind, Monona.
Yeah, Monona. Okay, sounds good there. Okay, hey. Well, I hope, I won't, I was going to ask you a question what we're going to do, but I won't have to. You already told me you're going to watch a lot of fireworks. Sounds good. I don't know if Freeport is even going to have fireworks display this year. I have not heard anything. So, but I said, well, if they do, because, they have them up, they set them up at the Stevens County Fairgrounds. And if I go next door to Kentucky Fried Chicken, Longtown Silver, their parking lot, I can see them. They shoot them high enough where I can see them from the parking lot. Of course, on the east side of our building here, people can probably just see it's high enough that they can see them. So that's the way it goes.
Oh yeah, there's people even along the other bridges over here, Whitman Street, some in the cemeteries, on rural, over by the blood bank. They don't go downtown, but you can still see the fireworks being shot off. And then that way they don't have to hassle with the traffic. Heck, one year I sat up in the cemetery. I was on an electric scooter watching, and had a drink with me and just sat back and watched. And yeah, didn't have that far to go home, so that made it nice. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Hey, Art, I'll tell you what. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. I haven't heard from you in a while. You have a safe and sane 4th of July. Hopefully, we'll talk to you next week. If not, we'll talk to you down the line. Thanks for checking in. 7-3.
It's always a slice with you, Jimmy. Have a good night. KC9GCR and 9NQD.
7-3's Art. Okay. Are there any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? You're getting home. Are you done with watching your favorite movie on TV, or what have you? Or have you just coming over from grocery shopping or the show? You're coming over to your late Friday night fish ride? If you just turned the radio on, if you've been copying the mail for the last 2 hours and 12 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from everywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call K9GCR.
KC9GCR M9SPJ. Have Art give me a call back. I think we're in probably the same neighborhood, so I just want to talk to him.
Go ahead. Just a minute. Art, are you still there? Stand by. I think there was another station trying to check in. Let me get that check in first. Come on back.
KC9GCR. This is Alpha Kilo 9 Foxtrot. David. Beloit. Mobile. No traffic.
Okay, sounds good, Dave. 7-3, have a good evening. I want to get back to these other stations there. N9NQD. Art, are you still there? N9NQD, K9GCR. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess he left. Sorry about that.
K9SPJ. Well, the gentleman sounded like he was very close. He was talking about the Woodman Street Bridge and stuff, so I figured he was probably pretty much in the neighborhood. The signal's real strong, sounding real good. So anyways, you take care, Jimmy, and 9SPJ will be clear 195 monitoring.
7-3, Scott, thanks for checking in. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. Are there any more stations you want to check in? Please call now.
KD9DHH in Winnebago.
Okay, I've got 2 stations that checking in. Scott, I got you. Let me get back to the other station. That first station, come back with your call, please.
KD9DHH.
Okay, Kilo Delta 9, I need the last 3 letters of your call.
Victor Hotel, out in Winnebago.
KD9VHH, good evening. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each and every Friday evening, usually on the 6-1 repair, but for the second week in a row, we're meeting on 195. What's your name? What's your location?
First name's Dwayne. Delta Uniform Alpha November Echo, out in Winnebago. I tried listening on a 610 today, and I wasn't getting any traffic on it at all. I didn't know if the repeater was down or what was going on with that today.
No, the repeater is not down, but there was another repeater coming in on the same frequency, so we decided to move the net to this repeater. So, okay. What are your plans for the 4th of July?
Well, I think we're going to try to watch the fireworks on the 4th in one of the towns out this way, out towards Winnebago or Durand. Other than that, we're just going to have a big family picnic during the day. The weekend should be pretty laid back for us, I think.
Sounds good, sounds good. Okay, Dwayne, hey, you have a happy, safe and sane 4th of July. We'll talk to you, we'll talk to you down the line, and thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net.
Same to you, Jimmy. Have a great 4th of July. KD9VHH.
You too. KC9YI, Scott Monroe, what's going on with you? Scott, if you could, go to the simplex, the 195 simplex. There's definitely a lot of noise with your signal. I can hear you better. I can hear you better. Go ahead. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So that would be highly unusual if we didn't have any fireworks here in Freeport. I'll tell you what. Right now, as I'm speaking, they're setting them off here in the neighborhood. Not exactly in our neighborhood, but I got my window open and they're setting them off not too far away from my QTH. Oh yeah, you bet. Like I said, I was telling people, we wait till Monday night. They'll be setting them off right around sunset, and they'll be shooting them off till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the following morning. It has always been that way for as long as I can remember here in Freeport. The tower, the repeater is located on the north side of Rockford. I think technically it's in Loves Park. It's at the River Bluff nursing home. The antenna is about 200 feet in the air, but that's where this repeater is located on the north side of Rockford. Well, we had to move the net here to this repeater because there was another repeater was coming in about 5 minutes or 7 minutes before we started the net here. So we decided to move it here. So okay, before I let you go, I got to ask the question: what are you going to be doing for the 4th? I hear you, Scott. Yeah, they were talking about rain on Monday. We don't need any rain. You know, I'm still mad about last Saturday when that rained there. We couldn't have our potluck, and we want to do what we want to do for field day. But fortunately, we were able to salvage it. So, okay, Scott. Hey, I'm going to let you go. I know you will not have a net this coming Sunday night. I already mentioned it during the net here. So, you have a good, have a safe 4th of July. I'll still be monitoring 110 to see if anybody's going to do any rag chewing there on Sunday night. So we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you down the log 73 K9GCR. We'll be clear. Okay, that was Scott, K9YI in Monroe. He checked in on the 195 simplex. We were talking. I don't know if any of you were able to hear him or not. So, okay, back on the repeater. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Unable to copy. There's nothing but noise with your signal. You might want to change your power. Increase your power, change the location, please. Once again, any more stations who would like to check into the Friday night fun net, please go now. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in? Please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what. I want to thank Dan N9DCH, the trustee of this repeater, for allowing us to use repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net when we can't use the 6-1 repeater. The same goes for any other net there. So we have. So okay, I'm going to run down the list of stations who've checked in so far. We've had no early check-ins. So okay, 89VU, AC9NW. N9EGF, K9KCT, KD9HKX, N9GBP, N9SBJ, W9JTC, K9QPL, KB9SSV, K9MED, Carrie and Rockford, K9MED. Mike and Rochelle is recording this on the Facebook page for a rebroadcast. Also live stream with it around the world on the internet. K9RGG, Norman Orfordville, KD9GDY, Jim and Beloit. Myself, K9GCR, net control. Our one and only internet checking, KF9SD. Or keep finding 9 silver dollars, Penn, Warren, Illinois. KE9N, successful field day, thank you. KD9HWK, KD9EPZ, KD9QDS, K9FLO, N9NQD, AK9F, K9VHH, and last but certainly not least, Scott, K9YI in Monroe. Okay, let's see, got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 24 on-air check-ins, 1 internet check-in, leaves a grand total of 25 check-ins. Not bad at all for the Friday night for the 4th of July. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, and your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your garage mechanic, your new car dealer, your used car dealer. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at the post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your stockbroker, your bank teller. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your divorce lawyer, your parole officer. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, and your imams, as the fireworks are going off hot and heavy here in Freeport. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about the Friday night fun. The more check-ins, the better than that. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. We do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, stoveheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you raise your fist or take a knee during the national anthem, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. Sorry, folks, that's plain old all there is to it. Okay, that concludes our main business for tonight. Does anybody have any questions, comments, other traffic, or input you'd like to bring before the net? Okay, I want to thank everybody for checking in this net. Great topic. What are you doing for the 4th of July and what have you? Folks, I want to tell you this. When you sit down to your 4th of July picnic on Monday, let's remember what this holiday is all about. This is the day we celebrate our independence and with the freedoms that we enjoy, and I feel it's the greatest country in the world. There's no country don't even come close in my book. If there's another country like that, I don't even want to hear about. But please remember what this holiday is all about, why we celebrate this holiday when you sit down to your picnic on this coming Monday, July 4th. Enjoy your fireworks, enjoy the parades and stuff, enjoy your picnic, but let's remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate 4th of July. Okay, I will be monitoring the repeater for the remainder of the evening until it's time to go to bed and see if we can pick up any late check-ins. So, with that, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from wherever in the region. What's around traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, tune in again next week for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I can't say same time, same repeater because we had to move to 195 because there was a problem with 61. Well, there was another repeater trying to come in, but hopefully we'll be back on the 61 repeater next week. Until then, by the way, next week it's going to be survey time. We're going to do a survey. Would you like to see a return of the Skywarn training net? That's what we've talked about next Friday night. Until then, tune in again next week for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Now closing down this special 4th of July edition of the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 1st, 2022. And a happy Canada Day for any Canadians who are listening. And I now return the repeater and the frequency normal amp radio use at 10:31 p.m. Central Daylight Time. 3 hours, 31 minutes Zulu time with a total of 25 check-ins. That's not final. This is K9GCR. I wish you all a very pleasant good night, and happy 4th of July to all, and to all good night. K9GCR, be clear. KD9MED, KD9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it. I had a 2 hour 31 minute net with a total of 25 check-ins. That may not be the final count, so but go ahead and post it.
All right, we'll do that. And you have a happy and safe 4th of July there, Jimmy.
Thanks for all you do, Mike. Have a safe and same 4th of July. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Hopefully on 6-1.
Okay, copy that. KD9MED, clear.